Team Secret's turn to pick.
You have 10 seconds left. You have 5 seconds left. You have 10 seconds left. You have 5 seconds left. Radiant Team Ban. You have 10 seconds left. You have 5 seconds left. pick. You have 10 seconds left. Dire team pick.
Monkey King.
You have 10 seconds left. You have 5 seconds left.
Mirana.
Choose your hero.
Узнаем через 18 минут, да, когда эта карта закончится. Ну, сколько там прошлое было? 18?
Ну, плюс-минус столько же. Вообще,
я считаю, что надо отыгрываться за 18, также брать вторую и потом уже третью на 40, 50, 60, 70.
Тогда, получается, сегодняшний день может превратиться в полную противоположность вчерашнему дню, когда вчера было там все скучно-скучно, а потом, как круто, третий матч последний.
Да, вчера было все 2-0. Ну, все 2-0 так и закончилось. Только последняя игра была поинтереснее. Ну, или да, 2-1 да. Последняя игра была, я уже не помню. Я с трудом, да. Я помню, что последняя игра была там с рапирой, вот это вот.
Да, было интересно.
Чудесное там на ну, как всегда. Энви только в этой игре не хватало, который бы заходил на Рошан, умирал там. Вот это него Асизи там, да, начудил немножко. Но у нас Пейн против Секретов.
Не говори так грустно, что у нас Пейны против Секрет. У нас Пейны против...
Plague our enemies.
With it. What are your thoughts on this Venomancer pickup? It was sort of intriguing. Middle of the draft pickup by Secret.
They picked it pretty early on too.
Yeah. All our panelists really had to say about it was that it was just like, it's a good hero to have against these blink initiators like the Axe.
Yeah, it's not bad against Necro either. Just being able to slow him, especially during his Ghost Shroud.
Smoke up from Pain. And their Observer Ward may have been spotted. It wasn't placed by the Axe, but you still have an idea of what happened anyway.
"30 seconds to battle."
We're gonna see Pain go for the invasion here into the Radiant Jungle, trying to secure those critical bounty runes, while the Monkey King, as a courier, makes his way into the Dire Jungle, gonna spot King RD.
And once again, we're going to see the Yapsor Enigma. I mean, honestly, Yapsor at this point is just the offlaner, right?
Yeah, it really has. Seems like they've got a very soft line between their 3 and 4 position. King RD is going to be able to give away the first set of Jingu stacks for mid-1, so he's going to go in the lane very happy with that.
HFN just went from behind, stole the bounty rune, and they're going to get 3 of them this time. And last time Secret got 3 of them, they dominated, so... I'm down to see it.
That's where you're going to be.
It all correlates. That's the analysis.
The Enigma is going to be able to pull the lane back. That'll make it a bit easier. What do you think about the fact they're putting the Monkey King into the Weaver lane?
I think it's interesting, but I think it's so that he can at least trade hits with the axe.
I mean, he doesn't have a great option no matter what, right?
Yeah.
Like he's not going to match up well into a Necrophos or Mirana, so...
Don't put him against the Necro.
Yeah.
I mean, Ghost Shot just naturally counters you. So does the Invis, but at least the stacks stay.
Mirana, so...
Don't put him against the...
Lane, they're just going at it. With Zot picking up the early level of Poison Sting and having the Ignite on Ogre, they just tried to attack Tavo and Misery as early as possible. See if they could trade efficiently. I'm not sure if it actually worked for them.
And this time around, they've got better heroes to deal with the Ogre harass too. With the Necro and the Silencer. You can just send the Necro to tank first in. You skill up the Glaives. It's so hard to trade hits against that, because you have to close the line against 2 range heroes this time.
And if you're getting CS, then the Necro is naturally going to win that longer sustained battle. Easy regen.
So far so good. I mean, last time it felt like it was already 3 kills at this point for Secret.
Yeah. Felt like the game was over pretty much by like the 2 or 3 minute marker.
And so anything is an improvement over that so far, as mid continues to go in favor of the PL, who doesn't really mind the harass of the Mirana with the Stout Shield. You can just sit there, tank everything. Her kill potential on you is very limited if you just have 1 level of your escape.
And you've got super high base armor anyway, right?
Yeah.
You can Phantom Rush for CS or harassment, either one.
Top lane.
This seems really hard for me.
Radiant's courier has been
Not quite sure what he's supposed to do here as the courier gets sniped.
Strategy.
Nice pickup.
Looks like Weehaw just leap. How did he even leap in? Everyone's just giving each other tips.
What I please.
As soon as the Weaver gets like level 3, right, you have the Swarm available for you.
Yeah, and if you're wondering why mid one, when he does have the Jingu backs up, he's not trading hits, because it doesn't do that much. This is where, when you play Monkey King, you always think that you're going to like it for more than you do early on, but it doesn't really do as much as you think it does. But the upside too is that Yapstor's just been farming during this, and he's been denying creep, so he is limiting the amount of farm that the Weaver is getting, but it's going to be a little bit more patient Secret this game. They don't have that flat run at you lineup, because they don't have a Tiny anymore on their lineup. You've got an Enigma that's primarily just going to farm the jungle and be a little bit greedier than you'd expect. And this is the kind of 4-core style that Secret have been using all throughout this tournament. And no one's really been able to punish them for it except for VP, who did it with Huskar twice. Bottom lane.
That is going to be your first blood. Puppy picks up the kill on Tavo. So despite the trading being more efficient most of the time for a Necrophos, doesn't work out to their favor here.
They require time.
Turn around. Zot is trading a lot of damage here. Misery slowed down to a crawl. Still has a healing salve to be able to work off of.
Does see him from around the corner, but they're going to be able to follow up on that kill. As mid is still a domination so far.
I mean, that's got to be really concerning, right? Our panelists said that you need to shut down the Phantom Lancer, and at least when it comes to laning phase, they're not able to do that.
The good news for them is that the amount of lockdown, aside from well, that thought as Weehaw, just going to try to harass this out.
Definitely knows about that Arcane Rune. It is not going to let that Phantom Lancer pick it up. Just with that constant harassment.
And if you're Secret, you're going to play this a little bit later and slower, just because Yapstor represents most of your harass as mid lane. Weehaw gets real low.
It's the power of that Phantom Rush you're seeing. Mirana doesn't have that guaranteed getaway.
Does have the bottle delivered to him, so the lane should get a little bit easier, but with an Aquila, raindrops, I don't really know what you're supposed to do as the Mirana, as Weehaw just throws down a desperation arrow. Doesn't really have a high likelihood of succeeding, but gonna pop the Starstorm, clear out some of these illusions, get a little bit of harass.
The early raindrop choice by Nisha will protect him from a lot of harassment. Batteries are claimed. They are going to be able to pick it up onto Pain, and Puppy has already taken so much damage now. They don't have the movement speed to keep up with him unless Misery can somehow do it, but Zai makes sure to slow him down a little bit. Puppy even daring to turn around, draw an Ignite for some more harassment. Tavo, well, he may have gotten that range creep denied. That's big. Zai's going to get a lot of damage back onto him.
Yeah, and even going to hit the Gale.
It's the Gale. Tavo has stick charges, though. Has yet to go for a level of Ghost Shroud, seeing as it's just not that effective. But once he does get a level 4, maybe he'll pop that and the stick for that extra bit of efficiency. There's also the Shrine available for them.
The Bounty Rune is there. Might even just hold it for Weehaw. Nobody's really checked it quite yet. The Ogre going to make his way down, and indeed they are going to let the Mirana happen.
So what is it about this greedy style from Secret that just isn't going punished? It feels like almost all of our games are pushing into like that 35-minute category, bare minimum, if not 45, 55 minutes. Feels like the game just pushes later than it used to.
I think it's mainly because they're willing to sacrifice somebody's farm on their team, one of their cores. They pick up an active hero like the Veno or the Monkey King so that they can fight later on, so that Yapzor can also be a hero in the game.
Another Gale. Tavo's getting a little bit low here, but again, those stick charges plus the Ghost Shroud is a lot of healing, but Zai still going to be able to get some more. They're going to axe TP in. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Weehaw almost going down Nisha, back over the bottom. Tavo did drop low, but they didn't want to try and dive against King RD. Zai now runs into misery here, managed to get another Gale. But again, the 3-hero presence is too much for Secret, so they're going to back up, just reset onto the Shrine.
And it really helps that they keep picking these heroes like Ogre, which is what Vici was doing. They just kept banning it out. They didn't want to see VP played at all. It allows you to play this really greedy style because you've got a hero that doesn't really need a lot of farm to do a whole lot.
Big downside, it seems like the Enigma was effective enough against this Axe Weaver. The Axe no longer has a lane to go to now that the Monkey King has got those levels.
And the Monkey King's doing fine in CS. He has caught up despite being dual lane for a large portion of this game. And it continues the mid domination too, where Nisha wants to play these Agi heroes that play a little bit greedy, as the smoked up support is going to get caught out by the Ogre. And so this rotation that he was making likely towards mid isn't really going to pay off for him, as Weehaw just further wastes a little bit more time. And he's so far behind in CS this PL.
Common thread to last game feels like there's not a whole lot of rotation options here for Pain. Their heroes are a little bit better for it, but it is kind of hard to gank into these Ogre Venomancer type lanes. Tavo already down to half health, does manage to get some damage onto Zai. King RD's to come in with a Battle Hunger, gonna try and pull those creeps onto Zai as well. Does manage to get called with the last word on top of Zai. It's gonna be a close call. They just need another spin from King RD, or another thwack of the axe to be able to bring him down. Now the Ogre barely managed to get away from misery. King RD helps to be able to clear through those Eidolons, so they trade core for core here.
Yeah, easy 1-for-1 trade. The arrow flies towards bottom. They know he's down there. They want to try to do something about this. It's Weehaw. He's investing a lot just to try to get this done, but they don't have a catapult here, so they've got to get kills as the call.
Does manage to get Zai, but he has a Gale. That's why King RD is going to go for the TP out. The Malphus isn't there either.
The arrow hits.
Very smart read with the arrow now landing on his Zai. This could be a big opportunity. Misery's going to commit to the kill. It'll cost him his life, but well worth it. Being able to bring down the core of the Venomancer.
And this is so much time utilized by Weehaw. He had to get something out of it. This PL is going to be a very real threat, as Tavo took over this mid lane. Didn't entirely give up free farm, but still not the best sign, as they are going to make their move onto Weehaw. He does have a leap charge available, doesn't want to use it quite yet. Knows that he's not really in too much danger, does have 2 bottle charges too.
Raindrop, very fire. He's got a lot of small little items to fall back on if necessary. I'm a bit concerned. I mean, the Venomancer, he's not got great CS 17-2, but what about this Monkey King? I would have expected Pain to put a higher priority in him rather than these other cores.
I would like to see them to smoke and try to get him outside of that area.
Yeah.
You have to further secure this Weaver's farm. We have seen what Archangel or HF can do when he does get free farm. And they won both their games versus forward with him playing that hero. Maybe even rotate the Weaver down towards bottom, because he shouldn't really care about the Venomancer's presence.
We are not able to get that 10-minute bounty rune, already controlled up by Beaker, but the aggression on the other side of the map looks like they do try and challenge mid-1 Monkey King. Archangel comes in from the side, trying to get the Swarm Bugs on the mid-1. Now they're going to try and deal with the Bugs in the next black hole. They're going to be able to catch Edge, and Megan doesn't have a way to be able to get out of this one.
Very well done by Yapsor. No hesitation whatsoever. If he waited maybe half a second, you get the invis off, you don't have the damage, you can get away. Instead, a very nice kill. This is why you give Yapsor the amount of farm that you do. I think he's going to pay it off for you.
Mid1 still managed to find Misery here. Chase him down eventually with the tree dance. Arrow lands on a puppy. He was trying to do some pull shenanigans. Weeha's going to punish him for that one. And King RD is the one to pick up that hero bounty, which is important because you need to be able to transition this axe into that blink dagger and that blade mail.
It's going to need some farm at some point. And that's where I think Archangel will eventually rotate towards this bottom lane. You give it to the axe potentially, start pressuring the tower of the Venomancer, get him out of there. And that's what they've done with Weeha being down here. But getting the tower is a different story, as the Veno does have 2 levels in the Plague Wards.
It does feel like the Veno has been very successful in that regard, right? Just protecting a safe lane tower, preventing it from going down.
I mean, that's what makes it hard, is they're going to make the move on to King RD. This should be a free kill.
And gets the Jingu stacks as well, so Mid1 makes sure to keep his HP up at full. Weeha daring to get some damage onto this tier 1 bottom lane, but he may be caught. Gets the Moonlight Shadow off. Looks like they don't have the detection to be able to find him. Meanwhile, the TP away from Yapsor is able to get out. Good time lapse from HFN, heals most of his limiting health pool. Tavo, he is struggling versus this Phantom Lancer, who has a pretty large level lead over. So I guess it's not that surprising. Weeha tries to land the arrow on the Mid1, but he already jumped down from the tree. He's going to leap away. Will be good for now.
King RD does TP, but the rotations on the side of Pain just seem... And it feels like they're trying to play this reactionary style where Secret's actually going out there and getting stuff done. Like the rotation of the Monkey King towards that bottom lane. Mid1 went from lane to lane just to make that happen.
I mean, HFN's got second in net worth, but he really hasn't moved out of his lane. Why do you think that is? Is there like a special, is there a core item he needs before he leaves this lane?
I think he's thinking to himself, I'm getting free farm up here. Why would I really try to endanger that?
Yeah.
It's not like they're losing by a wide margin. It's only 1,000 gold. They're losing in kills, but their 3 cores aren't that hampered.
And he's probably going to be building into... Do you think he's going to go the Maelstrom build? Because they are trying to deal with the Phantom Lancer, who has already blown the Doppelganger. He's going to get called up by King RD for the Reaper's Scythe. They'll bring him down for the extra bit of time. That is 60 seconds on the clock for him, but Mid1 managed to get off the Wukong's command. Now, still have to go Shroud. They need to try and keep this Necro in this AoE as much as possible, but they can't quite get it. In fact, Monkey King is dropping, tries to go for the kill on Misery, looking for anybody to be able to get lifesteal off of somehow. The bug is still on him, managing to finish this off. And HFN did not want to go for the kill, but maybe with a wraparound here.
That was a global expended. He's going to heal to full, try to protect his tower, is going to be successful. As King RD going to see that, immediately just back out. The prospects of getting the kill on the Monkey King have completely ended.
Still, that was a fantastic kill on the Phantom Lancer, being able to get the Reaper Scythe in there as well. Good deny by HFN, so it's not even like they gave up a big tower bounce in exchange for that team fight.
Yapsor looks like he wants to set up for the black hole from over the corner.
Oh, missed the Malefice. If they had actually landed it on HFN.
Yeah, Dust too. The tip immediately flies out. HFN saying good job on that missed kill.
Whoa, where's Mid1 going? He just dives right in here, runs into the axe. Will be able to get the Jingu stacks and lays the staff on him, but King RD trying to juke his way through the trees as best as possible. Now Mid1, yes, you get the kill. Can he actually get out? Well, certainly Puppy's not going to. Landed by an arrow from Weeha. So a support for a support.
Weeha, nice arrow as he's going to land into the waiting arms of Misery.
They have to know about this ward now. The fact that Mid1 is just playing so aggressive in this area, he's playing completely fearless. They have to know he has vision.
Yeah, they're just getting kill after kill, and this is going to open up space for their PL. And more importantly, that you're going to run into the axe here as Mid1 again getting aggressive on the map, will find a kill for his team.
Everywhere King RD goes, he runs into a Monkey King.
I mean, for most teams, it's the support creates space for the carry, but on Team Secret, it's everyone creates space for YapzOr.
And Nisha, your two big late game threats, and they are having one hell of a time right now with the mech coming in very soon for YapzOr. Looking pop.
Middle tower is losing
It's super deep. Pain struggling to be able to take any tower so far. You can see Tavo trying to get away with the Ghost Shroud, but the Black Hole instantly canceled by that Global Silence. Now Tavo still does not have the Ghost Shroud, so he needs to be protected here by Weehaw. Tavo! Oh! Mid one from long range. Managed to bring him down with that Boundless Strike.
And I think they're okay with that trade. Using the Global for the Black Hole is they're going to run into Weehaw here, who looks like he knew about that sentry.
Yeah.
He's going to go south instead. Is getting trailed by the Monkey King, but no follow-up damage. Being able to use that support ult for the support ult, grabbing that kill, and they take the bottom tower. They're just going to get more and more in this game as it goes on.
And look at Secret, they're trying to protect every single one of these towers. They're going to jump in onto the Marauder with the double slows on. Weehaw, he's not going to be able to get away so easily. The lead finally comes back up with a heal coming in from the Necros as well. Reaper's side onto him, almost finished him off, but it's not quite enough. The Monkey King finally takes out. Now Tavo will be able to get some of that regen, but it is going to be our Venomancer called up by King RT. Misery knows he's dead, so he's going to just try and lay some more damage in, but Tavo, he's going to be caught as well. The Phantom Launcher tries to come in for that kill, now trying to get away. Tavo, he needs a swing somewhere from King RT, but he doesn't get in time. A battle hunter, but mid one, he may still be able to get away. HFN hunts him down finally, and he sees Zai low as well. The Raindrop's going to be able to protect against a little bit of magic damage. That HFN can't fully commit, but maybe with the help of Weehaw, they can bring down the tanky puppy. A mech managed to keep him alive a little bit longer. HFN tries to finish up the kill, but can't quite get it, and Weehaw taking lots of poison damage from Zai is also going to have to retreat. Pain living life on the edge there. Secret tried it too, but it didn't look as good as that Phantom Lancer going down is a huge loss for Team Secret.
Yeah, Secret, their lineup though is quite tanky. They've got the Hood, a Yule's coming out onto this Veno. That's going to be the counter to the Axe. When you do Blink In and Blade Mail, nothing really happens when you get Yules up in the air. The control factor is still there, but you're just held in place and not dealing damage to yourself. The Guardian Greaves already completed by the Enigma. That's what was able to turn the fight. It turns these two support heroes into tanks. The Ogre's already hard to kill as is. You saw HFN just get in the middle of everything, wasn't able to bring down anyone, even with the Diffusal Blade. That usually means that supports just die.
And you saw how HFN, he was so close to being able to finish off some of these heroes. It was just that extra bit of damage, so even the Guardian Greaves aura is going to play a factor here.
Yeah, the tier 1 bot tower is being taken. Finally going to get the last hit.
Pain do manage to take their first tier 1. If they can convincingly win a fight anywhere, then the rest of the tier 1s are going to fall pretty quick too.
And now it's a race to see who takes each other's tier 1 mid. And that's why YapzOr is just suiciding these Eidolons into this. They want to try to free up some space. They don't even care if it gets denied. It's just about getting that tower down, because it is going to get denied.
Look at top like and Puppy gonna go for the deny. And HFN, he's gonna try and sneak it in. He does get it. That was a beautiful play by HFN. Read that perfectly.
Very well done as Secret. They're gonna protect this tower, try to keep it alive as the arrow comes in over the top, but with Guardian Greaves up, absolutely no way that Weehaw commits for that, and a Yule Scepter. They should know about his presence there, so they're gonna make their way down. He's gonna hide in the tree line, smoked up the rest of the team. King RD, will they get popped on the ground? Puppy, he sees it.
That is perfect. He runs right into the smoke. And he's still trying to challenge Pain. He says, you guys want to fight? Absolutely. Let's take the fight to me, shall we? Misery, he's going to be the one who's caught here by Puppy. Trying to give away the kill to mid one, and they do.
So smoke attempt. It looked like it was going to be okay, but at the very last second, getting spotted. So unlucky as they catch the Axe here.
King RD trying to get out. The arrow going to completely whip. YapzOr's going to slow down King RD to make sure he's not getting away from Zai. Now they actually get the stun on Tavo as well. I can't believe they got close enough for this. Now the Black Hole's going to be there without that golden silence. They have free lockdown of these cores. Jump away from Weehaw does not get hit by the Gale. He's going to be good there. While HFN chased away by Nisha.
Pop the ulti and just make his way out. As Secret continue to increase their gold lead, 15-7 the score. Weehaw landing a lot of good arrows, but the team fight and the pressure from Secret is just there. Their team is so tanky now, you can just lay down a lot of stuff. They've got Mana Wards, they've got Eidolons, you've got a Guardian Greaves to cut through. The Ogre is tanky. It sustains their push for so long.
Pain has got to feel like they're suffocating right now. We know they need to play fast, but they're not able to find kills. They're not able to kill towers. And Misery's just going to take out here. Now, the Monkey King managed to get out for Wukong's men. He needs to blow him up immediately, and that's where the Culling Blade comes in. King RD looks for the next one. Zai with a TP out. Well timed, as King RD did not have the call available.
That was the global silence pop. The rest of the team wasn't quite there, as Pain took advantage of the fact that Misery was sacrificing himself on the left side. One of those unintentional good fortunes for them.
I mean, you can say this about Pain. They're really good at denying towers.
Yes.
It just keeps on happening. They just denied that bottom tier 2, but they're still losing map control, right? They're still losing these objectives.
Still 3 denied towers. Not so bad for your team.
But just imagine if Secret had that extra bounty, man. They'd be
We're going to see this again. Misery. He gets gone on, and the rest of the team start to make their way towards the right side. They completely ignore Weehaw, trying to protect their Monkey King. But with the global silence pop, nobody can really do anything for them.
There is still much to be done.
We see the Weaver is able to lay a lot of burst damage into these heroes with the Diffuser Blade pickup and even the Maelstrom procs coming out of the Mirana.
Yes, an early Roshan is being attempted right now by Secret. The question is, does Pain know about this? They have to try to defend this.
They see the heroes pushing bottom. They also saw mid lane how low Weehaw got there. They know he's not ready to fight.
This isn't great. Just because you know that they have a pushing style lineup, despite having the late game in the PL and the Monkey King, Secret would not mind just taking all your tier 2 towers early on with this Mano and this Enigma. And that's going to be a free one for them. They're completely unspotted.
They're going to try and defend at the same time. Now, this is a little bit risky, but could pay off big.
As the arrow flies over the top, does not land on anybody. Tavo's still down here. They want to commit for this tower. They know they just gave up Roshan for free. They don't want to walk away from this easily, but the PL TPing in, this should send everyone back.
Oh, nice. They're just going to Yules out. Not the instant sun. They still envision them. Thanks to the Fire Blast. HFN's going to have a hard time getting out of here. The time lapse. A Shukuchi away. Now it's going to wear out. They're going to spot him for a limited amount of time. Another Shukuchi's coming up. Barely has the mana for it. Can he stay ahead of Puppy? Looks like he went the right direction for it. He's going to be good for now. Weehaw is also being chased. Looks like everyone from Pain is able to get away, but failing to get that tier 2, which is going to be a deny for Team Secret.
Don't they just go bot? I feel like they have that option right now with the Aegis.
Absolutely.
I mean, they brought everyone down here.
I mean, considering how strong their team fight is, with Yapzor having this Vanguard Greaves and Nisha having an Aegis.
Yeah, and this mid lane, Monkey King, just going to get a freebie here. Bloodlusted up to...
That makes this impending team fight even more dangerous with the black hole. But if they can actually kill the Monkey King, it's going to be close. But the Reaper side does manage to kill him. Now it's going to be Puppy as well. Hit up by the Yule Scepter, but at bottom lane, they have to worry about their tier 3. They just can't give up this objective so early.
That's a free tier 3 for 2 heroes. They'll be perfectly okay with that.
If Secret can get out from here, it's going to be perfect. They're really happy with this exchange.
They canceled the TP on the Enigma, so they're going to wait for the other 2 heroes to come in, take control of the shrine area, and now the racks are open, so Pain can no longer leave this bottom side. And you see the smiles on the Secret faces. They don't mind this trade at all.
Certainly not. Pain just not expecting these very aggressive maneuvers from Secret, but as you said, Secret have ripped their strength. They know they can take these kind of split fights and aggressive moves into the Pain base as often as they want while they still have this Aegis.
What Pain should have realized, and everyone in here should realize, is if you TP 5 heroes down bottom to defend a tower, you're no longer able to just split up. That's not an efficient trade whatsoever.
Yeah, don't look at his lead charges on the Mirana, but at the same time, the Ogre is going to be caught here. The last word should be enough to take him out. So he's in pretty deep, though. Zai just sees a squishy support that he can one-on-one beat up, no problem. Make a kill for him. Weehaw, again, no lead charges, so he's going to be chased down by the Phantom Lancer to the ends of the earth. HFN does have the mobility to get out of that fight, but in exchange that is simply not worth it for Pain once again.
Secret continue to control the map. There are still tier 2 towers available for them to grab, and that's where I imagine they go next. They still have a lot of time on this Aegis to work with, and that's why Pain, what you should do if you're Pain, split up the map, make it difficult for Secret to commit to any one lane. Don't take a fight between that time. I think that's what is really hurting them the most, is they're losing heroes here and there, getting caught out. Misery especially doesn't have mobility. You should just be hanging back, trying to get some D wards off, allow your mobile heroes to do their work.
And it's funny, the timing of this Aegis is just a killer, because they've got this Blink Blade Mail Axe that should be a pretty decent answer to the Phantom Lancer at this point before he's got hard, but because the Aegis, Pain are not willing to go for that kill.
Yeah, mid lane, I mean, this is a pretty low percentage attempt.
Yeah, they would need some crazy multi-cast luck to get that one.
He's gonna wait for the Illusion Rune. Picks it up as the Monkey King. You're gonna connect to him, use the Aegis, and imagine as mid one is just trying to make sure that no one wraps around the rest of their team. The top shrine is gonna get taken, and what is your response? Everyone's here waiting. They're not pressuring the map, and if you're all here, you should be taking a fight. Puppy, maybe they're just waiting for him to walk up.
They're also trying to bring Tavo to this fight, he was at the bottom lane, is just now making it to this tier 2 area.
I mean, the worst part about this is that no one's going top aside of Pain. No one's really pushing in bottom anymore. So you might just give up the tower for free, as Monkey King went back, try to deal with the creep wave momentarily, but with the Aegis still in hand, I'd imagine that Secret want to continue to go for it.
Nisha only has a few more seconds left for that Aegis, but...
And get the next shrine, that's the important one. That makes it so that you don't have to worry about these wraparound attempts.
Yeah. Now when you push in the creep waves, you can sit in front of these tier 3s, not have to worry about any TP rotations behind you.
The Aegis does fade off.
King RD is going to be caught here all by himself. I guess he was just trying to find some farm somewhere or something, but when this axe is gone, there's no way Pain can take a team fight, right?
Yeah, I mean, getting caught out like that early on, not a whole lot of options, and they do have the pipe completed now by Zai, so they just continue to get more and more team fight items. They've got the Greaves, they're getting a Crimson Guard, they've got a pipe. Those are the 3 main ones that you can get for your team, aside from maybe like a Vlad's. Maybe that's the direction that Puppy decides to go for. At some point, just more armor for his team. But they've got so much geared for the mid game. And I'd imagine they're just going to try to end it at some point, really early on within the next 5 minutes.
I don't want to seem too much of a Pain pessimist here, William, but Wukong's man not going to go out here. Weehaw blows a couple of those charges to get out of here.
The upside for Pain, though, is that they are starting to build towards the mid and late game.
Okay.
Whereas Secret, because they have so much of these team fight items, they don't really have much in the way of catch. You don't have a Blink Dagger on Yap Sword. You can always cancel any of his abilities with the Global Silence, of course, which is why he's gone for more of this utility build, so he's not just a black hole and nothing.
Well, I'm glad you could see a little bit of the bright side here, because all I was looking at was that impending heart. In fact, he already has it on Nisha's Phantom Lancer.
4 minutes faster than the average.
That is going to be rough for Pain to deal with. They may not have the AoE damage. It looks like they're just going to have to leave Misery to die here as the Phantom Lancer illusions are enough to be able to grab now. Oh, they get 1 and 2! Again, with the silencer dead, the black hole is always going to come through from Yapzor. Now top lane. Okay, they do manage to catch the Monkey King. This is a big-time kill if Weehaw can actually do it, but mid one, he's getting up those Jingo stacks. He's getting so much life kill. They finish him off barely in time.
But they're going to go for bottom now. They know the 2 heroes are weak, and in fact, Zai has just headed towards mid.
Zai can see the future. He knows the bottom lane of Rax is already theirs, and he's going to try and get some damage onto that tier 3.
It's still a 4-on-5 Secret. You don't have to be too worried about this, as Archangel did pop his buyback, but with the heart PL, I can't imagine you're way too afraid of anything. So he's just going to start hitting that tower. They've got the Veno.
All out from King RT. There goes Eagle's sister, so they're going to be able to dodge a lot of that blade melt damage. The Midnight Pulse as well. That's going to make King RT's life hell, and sure enough, he's going to fall.
And Sentry laid out boldly as the Global Silence does come out.
Time-lapse goes down. They actually thought they had the real Phantom Lancer there, I think.
And they know there's no hole, so no point in saving it anyways, but that's their major team fight. But with the set of racks gone and the buyback used, they've got to be careful.
Whoa, Zai just goes in straight for the Mirage. It does a lot of damage. He may take out underneath the fountain. The regen cutting it a little bit close, but it looks like the bottle hits will be able to keep Weeha's Mirage alive.
Not even punished for that. He's just going to reset. The Necro is quite farmed, but the amount of sustain that Secret have on their team. And the downside at this point is that even when Pain finds pickoffs like that Monkey King, it actually hurts them.
Yeah.
Because all Mid-1 is doing is trying to waste as much time as possible. The last time he got picked off, they got the bottom tier 3 tower. The second time he gets picked off, they get a Rax out of it. Completely uncontested. In Pain, they have to do a better job of their positioning. Misery, he keeps getting caught out by himself. He can't afford to die like that.
King RD, Knight pulled right on top of them. They're trying to get away. They just don't have force stats for easy extraction. That's why these illusions are causing such hell for King RD. The real Nisha comes through to be able to bring him down and quickly backs up the Reaper sight placed onto him. They don't have the damage to follow that up. Another big team fight ultimate down with the Wukong's command. Out now from mid-1. They're going to go for Tavos Necrophos, instantly landing the Boundless Strike as it comes up. But does manage to get out the Ghost Shroud. A little bit of heals, so Secret play it safe. They back away from those tier 3, biding time once again, waiting for a good opportunity.
And they're pressuring this top tower too. The arrow not connect. There's just so many things that he has to contend with as the call gonna bring back Puppey.
Puppey is just a support. They can't commit too heavily for them, but with the Culling Blade, they do manage to get the kill.
They do manage to nab the tower, but the top tower was getting hit at the same time.
And again, Pain are still kind of stuck inside their base. Not even like they can just smoke up and go for an aggressive maneuver. They have so little map control. They have one ward outside of the base right now.
And I dare say, if you give up Roshan with the at this point, I can't see a way that you win if you're Pain. So they're going to smoke up, go for this aggressive play. They're playing to win at this point. They know how far behind they are. Maybe getting the Monkey King would be the first step as bugs are going to fly out.
The Swarm not
trying
able
to get away from it. Barely ends right before it would have touched him. That's a tree on top of the tree. Not conspicuous at all.
And he's just gonna hop right back. Maybe cut off one of those creep waves. No. Guess he's just content to sit on a 17,000 gold lead.
And every time he dies,
built up.
his team gets something out of it.
Yeah.
So maybe he's just waiting for his opportunity to create space so that they can go top.
Must have some team secret hits in the building as they're feeling quite good about this mid-1. Finally pops out to cut one of those creep waves. Boundless Strike.
And up
away he goes. TP up to the shrine. He's going to join the rest of his team around the not hit. So he made a brief appearance at bottom, trying to force some rotation. And sure enough, look at that. 8 funneled their way to the bottom lane as quick as possible. They're going to miss out on Roshan.
Not much to do about this anyways. Now Secret gonna go for the smoke of their own. With such a big advantage. Pain, they don't have the buybacks on some of these heroes that they need. Weaver had previously used it just to defend that tier 3 tower mid. And the assault on top is gonna come in from mid-1. He's gonna cut that wave to make sure that they have another wave to meet if they do manage to grab the mid racks.
Secret have every advantage they could possibly hope for while going for this high ground push.
They're trying to get them to force the global out. It's Misery, he's got to be careful about his positioning if he gets caught in a black hole.
Tavo already taking so much damage just from purely illusions being run up. They do manage to get the call into real Phantom Lancer here, but it's tough to be able to deal with them in a beautiful jumping. Sai is going to be able to get the Poison Nova on everybody here now. HFN is trying to deal with them. The Yule Scepter goes down. Misery's going to be top of Malphus. He's already dead. Again, no global silence here, so the black hole is going to be terribly obnoxious for Pain to be able to play around. That's why Weeha's refused to play the game at all. He's just going for a bottom lane push, but Secret.
He won't do this as fast. They've got Glyph up too. You're trading Mega Creeps to a tier 3 tower. I think he realizes this at this point. He's got to stand his ground and fight. But no global silence, and Yapsor, he's loading up for it. He's waiting for his opportunity.
Trying to get some damage on the Puppey as best. Plus the Boundless Strike. That is enough damage to be able to bring down HFN. Does not have buyback. King RT caught as well. They have the vision to be able to chase him. Nisha.
He doesn't even need to pop it.
Tavo can't even get a Reaper's Scythe onto an Aegis. There is nothing he can do in this game. He is completely impotent. Now he's going to be caught with a Wukong's command, surrounded by monkeys everywhere. Pain. Give up this game too in secret. Head to the final day here at ESL 1 Hamburg. Very clean performance.
Back-to-back 2-0 performances for them on the main stage. Very well done by Secret. You're peaking at the right time in this tournament, and they're going to send home a pain.